All right, today is August 19th, 2024. I took two trades today on the practice account. So I'm going to go over what I saw, what I was looking for, and what transpired. So, um, as the market opened, as you can see, I as the market opened, I was looking for price to either reject the highs at the gap area, which was rejected multiple times in the past, or come down to this pre-market section here and bounce. This pre-market section also worked with Friday's section as well. We had a go over it real quickly. We had a level, if this will load. Okay, we had a level on Friday right here, right, which I marked. We bounced off it at the end of the day and moved higher. I didn't mark this one since we had this one where it bounced off of, and then price also went below. All right, so I got rid of this level and I added this one since I had a lower level here with high volume. And I added this level here since that was where price was moving off of at the beginning of the market. And I said if price comes down lower, I'd prefer to come down to this level or down here. So with that in mind, I marked this area here, but I marked the low of it. So I had it like, whoops. So I had it like this, and then I went to the that. I probably could have put it up here. So it told me I should move it higher, but I didn't. But I then went to the 5 minute chart. I went to the 5 minute chart and reduced it to the 5 minute level. All right, 5570. No, actually I guess to like around here somewhere, right? Yeah, like that. Maybe a little higher. It was a little higher. Why was it a little higher? Okay, so yeah, let's get to the bottom of this here, right? Instead of the top of the whole entire range, which I should have done, but I wanted a deeper move, um, and that hindered me. So price came close to my level, and then pushed up higher, and I missed out on that nice move. I was a bit upset. I thought about going short around the opening. We had some nice strong volume around the opening the first 30 minutes, and we did bounce and held. I think it was something like this. I need to give me a minute. Boom. Yeah. So yeah. So one, two. We had this nice sell. Um, I was thinking about participating at this move here for a quick scalp. It would have been a pretty quick scalp move, but I didn't take it because I'm still playing around with that idea of using the opening range area for rejection. It was a nice move down. Could have probably entered right here, that, and then try to aim for that low if I had it correctly, right? If I had it marked correctly, so this would have been a nice 8 point move into that low, probably like 12 point move, and then exit before the reversal took place, which is where I wanted to initially enter. So this is the trade that I saw, didn't take, um, because it's not part of my plan yet. I'm still working on this 30-minute opening range trade idea. So the level I had was imperfect because I wanted it to be so perfect, and that was my downfall for not for downfall for this trade, for not catching it as it came down here. I also couldn't catch it with this, but if I was thinking about just being more of an aggressive trader, just taking that strong move into it with volume and then just taking a reversal somewhere into here, just buying it and stopping right down here, like this, right? And that would have been a nice trade. About 6 points. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 6 points. And then let price just ride itself up. This would have been good. And here we go. Boom, right? So 6 points turned into, looks like it's 24. So this would have been a nice trade. So I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive with my areas, or not so aggressive, more passive with my areas, but more aggressive with my entries, perhaps. I'm not sure yet. Um, Even the reclaim of this would have been nice if I go into the 1 minute, buying right up here. Let's get rid of this. Buying like that. And would still eventually get that 2 to 1 held, and then 3 or 4 to 1 way later. But you know, it's just been a higher risk. It's about, was that 8 points to make 16, which is not that bad if managed correctly. So what I can say is that I goofed up on that. So what trades did I take? It's a good question, right? What trades did I take? So let's go into the trades that I actually did take, and let's see why I decided to take them and if they even made sense. So the first trade was to sell off at the top. I tried to sell up here. I noticed that the 5 minute at the time did not close, and then we rejected. We only had volume to this bar, and looked like the channel broke, but I knew that it was poor. We had this wick up here that said, oh, maybe sellers are there, but there was no strong aggressive rejection to push price down. And price eventually stalled and then pushed up. We're above that 5 minute area, so everything was just like not in my favor. Maybe if we broke down below and retested, yes, but nothing was in my favor. I didn't have any volume retests, which I've been saying if I break above, I need a volume retest at a level. We did come back down to here and moved higher. That was that trade. The second trade, I did try a long, but I tried a long at the wrong area. Wasn't a retest. We broke out of the channel, but we didn't retest, and I ended up getting stopped out. Where did I end up getting stopped out at the freaking retest right here. All right, so there goes my entry at 30. 30 was my entry way up here, but the retest was here for this, or maybe even the 15-minute candle here. There's some volume somewhere around here, I think. 40. Yeah, so this area would have been probably the most interesting area. Boom, put a retest, and if we go to the 1 minute, let's see what we got. There we go. All right, and break out, buy around here, stop loss, and let's see what we get. Look at that. Look at price go in my freaking direction, and then boom. All right, so about a 5-point stop loss for a 10-point gain, and then price consolidated, and then at the end of the day really pushed the limit there for a 34-point gain. So that 10-point gain went to a 20-point gain, went to a 30-point gain, hitting that. So all in a matter of if I just followed my plan. If I just followed my plan, could have just held this. If I just followed my plan, could have just gotten into that. Now my plan does include a 15-minute candle retracement to my level, which we did get right here, and then a channel break, which we did get somewhere around after that. All right, so this is a 50. This is close at 12 noon. Right here is the noon candle. Channels breaking, perfect. Could have entered. All right, make this larger. So at noon, I got my setup. I got my setup at noon here. Stop loss could be even tight right below it because usually the breakouts work right away. Um, they don't really daddle once it does what it needs to do. And this is just way too large now, but it still worked. All right, what is this? 6 point. I think the other one was like 5 points. I think the other one was like somewhere like that. It was about 5 points. So I could have gotten that if I just waited. Pullback, volume. That's all I need to do. The impatience killed me today, and that was my problem. You know, got the 15-minute candle rejection, got the 15-minute candle rejection, the 5-minute volume. What I said I needed to do was wait. I did want price to come a little lower to the 5-minute retest, but we had a 5-minute volume here also, but this is the highest one. Actually, this is the highest buying volume. Right after this set, this is the next highest buying volume. This is the next set of buying volume. Then we have this one, and then we have for sure this one here, which we did retest on the break before moving higher. So this was the next one, right? Could have just followed that to the, to the profits. So just need to be a little bit more patient with myself. And also, like I was saying at the beginning, price on NQ dropped down to my level perfectly, bounced up. ES was still right here, and then ES finally came down to that area, and then NQ took off after that. So my issue is not being patient and creating other BS on the way. So probably just need to really think less, like not add any extra stuff, like all the stuff that I want to add, just no. Focus on these levels and maybe the intraday levels of price going in my direction. But maybe even just that 30-minute level, that's it, or the half an hour to an hour session is focusing on volume. I really want to reduce all the informational noise that I'm getting and flipping sides and directions. So, but I am right there. Just need to continue working on bettering myself. All right, that's it for today.